supper and a mother at the best place around. Some stupid with a flare gun burned a place to the ground. Smoke on the water, a fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. No food sound. Funky and Claude was running in and out, pulling kids out of the ground. But when it all was over, we had to find another place. Swiss time was running out. It seemed that we would lose the race. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. Smoke on the water.
Smoke on the water. Buonasera amici miei italiani e buonasera a tutti I fans. Benvenuti al mio programma Rudi Backstage, this time from the kitchen, cooking the Rudi Backstage salad. Questo sarà una dinamite show, uno spettacolo esplosivo, vi voglio bene. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in my kitchen for the first time. We are going to cook the Rudi Backstage salad, and I say hello and welcome to another episode of Rudi Backstage. Meine Damen und Herren, eine Weltpremiere heute. Zum ersten Mal mache ich einen Streaming aus der Küche und koche dabei. Und zwar den sogenannten Rudi Backstage Salat, wo es das Rezept dann auch natürlich online gibt, den ich vor einigen Monaten erfunden habe. And now I have to say bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs, et mes amis, et tous les fans français et francophones. Bienvenue dans mon émission Rudi Backstage. Restez avec moi. And buenos noches a todos mis amigos españoles y a todos los fans. Bienvenido a mi programa Rudi Backstage. Esto será una dinamite show. Kitchen, cooking, backstage Rudi salad. Un espectáculo explosivo. And now I say the magic words, backstage.
You wanna know what goes on backstage? Oh, come on. Let me take you by the hand. Ow!
Rudi, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
The way I see it, Barry, this should be a very dynamite show.
You know, I have no idea what the name of this program is, but you're watching it.
Backstage,
All you ever want,
backstage,
all you ever need.
backstage,
Your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there. You'll never wanna leave. You wanna sell your ass for that backstage pass. Backstage is just for the invited. Backstage, they've laid on everything.
Backstage. Oh, Giovanna, no. Thank you very much again to Reinhold Bilgeri for Smoke on the Water at the countdown, and to Dana Gillespie for the backstage song. I hope one day it will become famous. That's what we had in idea. You are visiting a world premiere. I said it many times. Today is the day. Rudi is cooking. I'm cooking the Rudi Backstage salad and talking about a Queen video, because we make it into a little series now. The untold stories, yes, but also the secrets and behind the scenes stories of all my Queen videos. And today, so to say, is another part of this upcoming series. So Rudi Backstage Salad, the the recipe will be online also, and I'm going to try something which I haven't done before. I have not rehearsed it anything. I'm going to try to cook while I'm talking about you for a Queen video. Now, the Queen video I want to talk about, and this was on a public demand, is the Queen video Backstage. No, sorry, the Queen video Breakthrough. Sorry. For my Rudi Backstage Salad, the first thing which is important is that I'm cooking some carrots, special carrots, as you will see in a moment. Some carrots and some, we call it asparagus, we call it spargi. And I'm cooking it because I think if it's raw, it's just too much, it's not really so good. So as you can see, the carrots that I'm using. The carrots that I'm using all have different colors, which I quite like, not only because of the colors, but because also they taste good. Here you have, for example, yellow, you have these ones, and you have also, yes, I know, and you have also the regular ones. Okay, I give this in, and I am cooking it in a moment. Yeah, Breakthrough. Well, as you remember, I'll give this back in my fridge. As you remember, Breakthrough, of course, the video is the one on the train. It's actually quite a well-known video, and the idea, as I might have said before, is that I was from John Deacon. John Deacon was. John Deacon had the idea that the tumpa, it was actually, I mean, it's quite a lot cooking and sewing, but it's fun. What also comes into the cooking is 3 eggs, which obviously will be hard cooked. So 3 regular eggs. Of course, I take eggs which are organic and which are from small farms, and where the animals are in a way that is not, I don't know what the English word is, where they're done in a nice way. So Breakthrough on a train. I was called to London, and the original idea was to do it in a studio. And I said, darlings, I mean, you made history. You made history with video clips before I was even part of your team. You cannot do this on a studio and blue box or green screen. This is impossible, you know. From Queen, you are expecting, okay, also regular carrots. Oops. Nothing which falls on the floor is ever cooked with me. So we are cooking this on my wonderful kitchen. So I said this is impossible and we want to do this on a real train. Okay, but John Deacon, who actually had the idea, was the one who was absolutely against going. I said, how do you want to do this? So long story short, I also use for my salad some small but very, very tasty potatoes, like this. They are called here baby Dutch yellow potatoes, but it doesn't make any fucking difference. 2 potatoes, because a little bit of also you know, for gasoline for your body is important. Yeah, carbs, yeah, Kohlenhydrate in German. So thing was that they said, well, if you find a way to do this, so then we are doing it. But another problem was that Jim Beach told me that if we do it on a real train, the security measures have to be really, really how do you say in English, strict, because oh my God, this is my watch. None of the insurance companies wanted to insure it. And with the archive, we did it in a way that we had everything 2 times. So we always had master copies. So if something happens, like in the archive in London, something, you know, there's a fire or something, then we still had in Vienna or later in Miami or etc. A second identical copy of everything. I said I'm gonna try, and I finally managed to find a line where they are training for upcoming pilots of old trains, steam trains. Because in Vienna I have the original drawing of my art director. We of course made a Miracle Express, and you know the famous pictures of the 4 of them together with Debbie Lang, who was obviously playing a very important part in the video. If you remember the upcoming very nice and sexy and beautiful opening, beautiful musically as well as visually, thanks to Debbie. So I found this, and it was something like 7 miles where there's no real train traffic, but they're going back and forth with people who want to become train pilots, in lack of a better word. So I was going there, and so now actually it's cooking. This is very good. Give me a little bit of the backstage salad, and obviously here we have also some asparagus. As you might know, with asparagus, at least me, I'm cutting about 10 centimeters of the end because it's not very nicely. And then I do something, I cut another few centimeters, which is not yet the nice part of asparagus, and I put it in and cook it longer than the nice part. Of asparagus. And I have to move on a little bit, I see, because otherwise we're never gonna make this. So breakthrough, yes, I had the train, I had also the line. I knew where to do it. It was somewhere in England, of course, and for our backstage salad, what I'm always doing, and this is a little bit of a cheat, but it makes the life easier, is I'm taking a well-prepared sweet Calais chopped kit of salad, but obviously I'm putting other things in between so to make it even nicer. Yeah, you saw already the things that are cooking, and so this goes. Of course, you have to have a bowl, which is nice. This is what we're gonna end up with, and so here I have the prepared. It's called Sweet Calais. Peter Freestone knows exactly what I'm talking about because he's a very talented cook who has done a really good cooking book. And not only is this all in, so we have a lot of green also mixed in, but we also have some really nice extra bits, which I am going to show you in a moment. Oh, okay. Now I stepped on something and the light went off. Very good. Okay. Since I'm my own lighting director as well, this can happen. So this is also in there, which I like. It's some corns and also some raisins because I like it a little bit sweet. So I put this in, and also I have this, which is sun-made raisins, golden raisins they call it, but you can also take regular ones. The golden ones look yellowish and are from California, but can be from the Czech Republic, Austria, or whatever. Put this in as well, and here comes now the trick. The trick is to put some very, very good extra virgin olive oil on it, and let it a little bit, let the whole thing soak in. So in other words, if we find a, see, I thought about everything, but not, oh, here we go. So obviously this has to be a little bit mixed and then being left alone, so to say. Yeah. What I also do is, because the color is quite hard, I mean, you can, it's quite hard. No, it's not this one. This one, where is it? This one's better. I am cutting it a little bit because the color parts are quite big and quite hard. And I don't like it if you have the hard, so much hard and longer stuff. So I like it a little bit smooth. Yeah. Okay. So this and this. What I also put in, is a part, or actually the whole of a green, so-called Granny Smith apple. Yeah. I have not prepared this. You know, when you're really a TV cook, then some things are prepared. I haven't prepared anything. And let me just see, because I have to be careful. Yeah. So in the meantime, this is slowly starting to cook, and I can continue with the breakthrough video. So I get out there, and everything is really fine. I mean, the train looks fucking great. Yeah, but finally, the band approved it. I have to say that Brian and Roger and Freddie convinced John, who was still at the end not super convinced. I had to build something around this so-called flat, whatever they call it, flat track or whatever, where they were actually physically playing, you know, the video, because the idea was that you also see the landscape, you know. So if you have too much of a strong thing which secures them, then I don't see enough of the landscape. So I kept it rather small, and that was another discussion. So I was out there, and something like I was out there a week before, and I was sort of going through the recipe of my backstage salad. I'm always changing back and forth. I'm the television cook and the director. You can hear it's cooking. So in case you want to really try to cook this and I am too fast, I'm going now to read the ingredients. For this I need my reading glasses, and it says, Rudi Backstage Salad, please use the following ingredients: shaved Brussels sprouts, tender calle, radicchio, cooked broccoli, green cabbage, pepitas, radicchio, dried cranberries and or raisins, if possible California sun-made, golden raisins, carrots cooked, we're doing this, almonds in, green onion, 3 eggs in the making, avocado mash comes in a moment, avocado mash, 1 or 2 fresh avocados, yeah, they are here, okay, and a juice of half a lemon, yeah, okay, half a lemon, and 1/2 of an apple, Granny Smith, I mentioned it already, and 4 small potatoes. I only made 3, I'm sorry, this is the original recipe, you see, not even myself. So this avocado mash is something which I quite like. It's with sea salt and black pepper. So see, the whole thing that you buy as a prepared salad, which of course also has a dressing, which I come to later, is something, this is the avocado mash, yeah, and so that goes in here as well. And as everything in a salad, you have to mix it really good so that the salad can breathe and welcome the avocado mash. So going back to Breakthrough, I was obviously making a storyboard and everything and da-da-da. And I was going with the train, and there was my assistant director, the wonderful Barry Wasserman, one of the greatest people I ever met in my life, not only professionally but also as a human being. Hi Barry, I love you. And also a female assistant, I forgot her name. And so we go there, and we are in the front of the train, and we go into a tunnel, which is super interesting. Obviously, for the video, you can remember there's a nice scene, and we are in the tunnel, and suddenly it makes BAM, and throws me onto the shield. I bite myself into my lip, and I'm bleeding like a pig. What happened? In the tunnel, there are 2 tracks, and there is also one thing from going from one track to the other. And that, I don't know what it's called in German, it's called ein Gleis und eine Weiche. It was wrong, so we were going onto the track where another train was parked. And I was bleeding like hell. I had to go to the hospital, but on a lip, like here, it was in the middle, I was bitten. Is this the worst thing that can happen to you, because you cannot sew it, you cannot fix it, and every time you're laughing, for example, it goes up, it bleeds again, So it was a horror. If you talk, it goes up, it bleeds again. So in the meantime, so the eggs and all the other stuff are ready. What you should have in any way is obviously something to carry and to touch. This one is Welcome Las Vegas, and this here is from the Caribbean. Yeah? So we're taking this out, and we're putting now in the very late stage the heads of the asparagus, because that's also, as you know, shouldn't cook too long. Excuse me. That's what I was drinking. And here we are now, in the meantime, trying to have cold water and another one of those. So anyway, so I was bleeding like hell, and in 3 days the band was coming. And apart from the fact that I looked like I was in a boxing fight, you know, boxing against Mike Tyson or whatever, the question was, what am I gonna tell the band? Because it was absolutely clear that I couldn't tell them the truth. Because had I told them, oh, listen, you know, we were going into the tunnel and then there was a mistake, they would have never gone on the actual train. They said, are you crazy? That's what I told you. You know, what John Deacon would have said. And therefore, I came up with a really, really super stupid story which saved my life. And I'm pretty sure that neither Brian nor Roger knew it before I ever told it. So, with the eggs, you know, you have the following, that you obviously, and I use another one of this, that you obviously, thing was that I came up with a super stupid story. I mean, it's great that they even believed it. it was that I said, yeah, we were going to the landscape to and see for shots with the camera, with the car. And the female assistant was very, very good looking. I forgot her name, but I don't forget that she looked really very attractive. But I had nothing. I mean, she stayed my assistant and didn't become my anything else. So, of course, here you have the first of the 3 eggs. So I said, Rudi, and I was driving and always talking to her. And so I overlooked the bump. And because I overlooked it, I was then going to the shield, to the car shield, and that's why I have all those injuries. And it was sort of a very strange story, but they bought it. And the thing with the eggs is, if you are like now, if you're not completely focusing, it's super difficult to get them out without losing too much of the egg. I mean, to get them out very clean. So also it's important that you make it more than I did now, because I'm trying to do 3 things at the same time. That you are trying to cool it, which I didn't do enough, because I wanted to do it all while I'm talking, and I didn't prepare anything. So finally they did it, and the actual shoot. I mean, Freddie was in good shape. Brian, Roger, John. It's one of my favorite videos, and if you see the making of the filming, which was done by Gavin Taylor, by the way, a very dear friend, and also somebody who worked long time, or he still is, with the Queen family and the Queen camp. He was doing a super nice documentary for English television, and in that you can see the young Rudi with a yellow shirt, I remember, talking about it, and also, of course, everybody of the band. Now, coming back to the Rudi backstage salad. Now, in the meantime, this is cooked. Of course, you know how cooked carrots, etc. look like. What I'm doing is that I'm taking something like this, and I put it through, and then let it a little bit rest, because it's obviously very hot. So the actual video shoot was great. I mean, the thing on the track where Debbie was starting, also Freddie. Then it was Freddie's idea that Debbie also should be part of the performance, which was a spontaneous idea. It was not in the storyboard. And then there was also, I don't remember if it was my idea or Freddie's idea or anybody else's. The end scene I can remember, where they come out and say breakthrough. I think it was Freddie's idea, but I then took it to they almost killed me when we filmed that scene, because I have to tell you this is really nice. Yeah, I'm just cooling this off a little bit now with water, because it's steamingly hot. The idea was that they come out of the tunnel, or say breakthrough, and throw their hands in the air, which is not very easy if you are running on a track, because track of a train is not something where you... So, of course, because I wanted to slow-mo it and then have a freeze frame, it was important that they all do it at the same time. I think we did it, I don't know, 15, 18, 20 times. They hated me, because always one was, and I was counting 3, 2, 1, now, and then breakthrough. That was what happened. I think it's even in the making of, if I'm not mistaken. So going back to the salad, I of course cut this a little bit, including also the potatoes, and of course the eggs. just that you know, I mean, a salad like this is at least for me the food for a day, if not for 2 days, or for 2 people. Because of the potato, it also has some carbs. I'm now forgetting the apple, at least in the moment. And this dressing is very attractive and comes on top, together with the avocado mash. And the avocados are also in, but they are pretty hard. I only ordered them fresh, and unfortunately, I didn't get avocados I wanted. And because I was preparing Rudi Backstage, and now you go through this. This is going to be, look at that. This is going to be a really nice Rudi Backstage salad, which is creamy. It has egg, it has potato, it has, you know, the sweet Calais, it has everything else that I showed you. And let it rest. So, and let Rudi rest. Quite hot. And anyway, so the final thing was that all went fine. We had helicopter. We had, you know, it was difficult to coordinate. And I think personally, to be honest, it's in my top list of the Queen videos that I did. Now, the whole idea why I'm saying this video, and I wanted to combine it with some cooking, so it's a little bit also something new for you, is that there's still ongoing the trivia. The trivia is name at least 10 Queen related videos, that includes the solo videos, that I directed. But because I want to make it very special, I'm saying all those who are named 10 or more, at least 10, come into a pot. And then those who have more than 10 have a second chance in the second pot. From the first pot, I'm going to draw 3 winners. Those 3 winners, as you remember, will get very special postcards with a text that you actually can sort of, you know, choose yourself or tell me what you want, etc., etc. There's also things like that. But if somebody, for example, happens to have a birthday, or you can also do something like that with very special stamps, etc. You know, Elvis Presley stamp, John Lennon stamp, etc. And also those who are more than 10 and maybe even close to 30, maybe even somebody who really knows all the 32 Queen videos I directed, which would be fantastic. The person that I'm drawing out of this pot is going to become a very special prize, which I'm not telling you now. So time is passing quickly, and I just can tell you that this Rudi Backstage salad, this is delicious. Excuse me. Again, I will have the recipe online. And this is the first of a slightly shorter backstage, because don't forget, I'm having a lot of other things, but I want to do it now in special situations. So it's not going to be always on my desk or in a studio or whatever. I want to try out things. I hope you like this today and you like my story. I hope I haven't forgotten anything other than, you know, my 3 wishes always. So don't forget, there is this wonderful friendship certificates in gold for everybody who is subscribing to Rudi Dolezal's Doro TV. And don't forget, when you subscribe, which is of course free of charge, for free, you will be part of this exclusive group, which very soon will be able, with a code, to enter to a live streaming of me reading chapters of the book, My Friend Freddy, which of course anybody who hasn't done it, if you pre-order it for the $10, you're making me very happy. And then, as you know, please, never, please, never forget that Sunday is Rudi Backstage time. As you know, the Backstage experience at the regular time where it used to be live is always on my YouTube channel, Doro TV, with me live chatting for the whole program and a little bit before. So that was it. Thank you so much. Next week, again, a curious, different situation. And I say thank you very much. And that was Backstage. Love and respect. And I love you.
You wanna know what goes on backstage? Oh, come on. Let me take you by the hand. Ow!
Rudi, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
The way I see it, Barry, this should be a very dynamite show.
You know, I have no idea what the name of this program is, but you're watching it.
Backstage. All you ever want. Backstage. All you ever need. Backstage. Your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there. You'll never want to leave. You want to sell your ass for that backstage pass. Backstage is just for the invited. Backstage.